today we're going to do part 1 of my Tiffany jewelry collection. I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I ended up getting from Tiffany were these Tiffany hardware earrings, which I quickly fell in love with because they were versatile and effortless when it came to just putting in and coordinating my wardrobe around. And once I got these, I also eventually ended up with the hardware bracelets. And this bracelet, the same with the earrings, it was just effortless. And at that time, I hadn't started my Cartier journey, and so I knew I wanted to wear bracelets. I didn't know if I wanted to wear them alone or if I was a stack person. So it took some time to evolve and land on what that looked like for me. But this was one of the first bracelets that I ended up getting as far as Tiffany. The next piece that I ended up with was this Tiffany bracelet, which is fabulous. It is a part of the Atlas collection, and I have to say this was quickly one of my favorites because I love to travel. And so the fact that this was a symbol of travel, I had to have it, and I quickly fell in love with it. And the charms are so fabulous. This charm is actually my favorite of all the charms. That charm ended up persuading me in getting in or investing in another Tiffany piece. And I will show you that piece. And it was this Tiffany Atlas necklace. Isn't that fabulous? I loved this charm. It is pretty big, and I will say I adore it. It is one of those pieces that's a statement piece. You don't need to put on anything else. If you put this on, it's more than enough. And it quickly became one of my favorite pieces with the bracelet. And so this was another piece that I ended up getting to add to the Atlas. Let me show you there. The Atlas collection. So I have the bracelet, I have the necklace, then now I also have the Atlas ring, which I of course adore. As I said before, it just made sense since I love travel. Next, I'll show you one of the more subtle pieces I got from Tiffany, and it was this daisy necklace. And as you can see, the chain is very, very delicate, and the charm itself, let me flip it over, is a key. So it's a daisy key, and it has a small diamond in the center. This is a piece that Hubs ended up surprising me with, and it has a little T at the end of the key, which I adore. I wanted one of these Tiffany keys for so long. So when he got me this one, I immediately fell in love with it. And I was afraid to wear it because it's just so dainty. But I came to learn that dainty pieces are just as strong as bigger, bulkier pieces, chunkier pieces. So this was one of my next items from Tiffany. Then I gravitated towards the Paloma Picasso line. And the first item I ended up with was this XOXO you know, hugs and kisses. And it's once again another dainty piece. And I mean, who wouldn't adore this? Especially when you're signing letters, XOXOXO. It was something I was raised with. And it was just a piece that I knew I would appreciate. And especially at the beginning of my jewelry collection journey, I knew that this was a piece that would last and that I would continue to appreciate. So this was one of the more daintier pieces from that collection. Then I evolved and gravitated towards the Love necklace. And admittedly, this piece is one that I did end up wearing a lot. I don't know what it is about the Picasso line, but it just does something to me as far as my heart. I love just the way the cursive is and the curves, but the fact that it's so dainty and delicate. Once again, it was something that I considered as far as, well, will I wear it? Am I going to wear it? How often am I going to wear it? And, you know, I have worn this so many times. It has not failed me. And I ended up also, let me show you another piece that I got from the collection. I ended up getting the bracelet. So I ended up with the necklace first, and then eventually I evolved and I got the bracelet. And once I added it, I wore it everywhere. It just became one of those pieces that it was just like, okay, this is a no-brainer. The next piece that I ended up getting was the By the Yard from Tiffany. And it has a small diamond. So as you know, I have the necklace to go with it that I wear every day and I do not take off. Well, here's the necklace. Since I'm talking about the set, I'll show you the necklace again. This is the Tiffany By the Yard diamond necklace. It's just a small diamond. So dainty. But let me tell you, I never take this off. And it has been such a wonderful piece to have. So now you know about it again. There it is. My Tiffany By the Yard. And it's always with my initial piece. I also have the By the Yard earrings, and this is just a button that I keep them together so that I don't lose one or the other while storing them. Even though I can put them in a tray, I prefer it this way. But yes, I loved the set of having the bracelet and the necklace and the earrings. It's just, once again, I'm a set person. It made it a no-brainer as far as when I was getting ready. The only issue I ran into was with the bracelet. It ended up breaking at one point in time. Sent it to Tiffany, they fixed it. Then another time I was wearing it on a walk and I lost it. I was so petrified. My husband and I went back to where we were walking, and thank goodness it was in a neighborhood, and we ended up finding it. I just finding this small piece. It was just in a crack in the concrete. Isn't that crazy? So at that point, I stopped wearing it because I was afraid, well, what if I lose it for good? And so I no longer wear it, especially not for a long period of time. If it's short burst, I'll wear it, but not for a long period of time. I don't know what happened. The clasps are perfect, so I have no clue as to why that happened. So that's the Tiffany By the Yard set. Yeah, so that's it for that today, and I hope you join me for the next segment of my jewelry box collection, and it will be more Tiffany pieces at this point. So until then.